In this lesson, we will see how mathematical properties can be used to make calculations easier. Look at this question. How would you solve this? Maybe like this. We simply followed an order, from left to right. Of course, there's nothing wrong in this method. But what if there's a simpler way to do it? So what can make this calculation simpler? Look at these two integers. Their sum is equal to 40. So instead of adding 29 with 18, it's better to add it with 11. This will make the next step of the solution much easier. But wait, can we change the position of these integers? Definitely. We know that addition is commutative for integers, and therefore we can add integers in any order. So let's swap the positions of these two integers. As mentioned earlier, we will add these two integers first, and therefore we need to group them together. But are we allowed to do so? Yes. According to the associative property, we can group integers in any order for addition. Now the question can be written like this. Pause the video and write the solution. Sum of 29 and 11 is 40. And now we can easily add 18 to it. The final answer is 58. Look at the two ways in which we solve this problem. You will see that we can do calculations faster if we apply the mathematical properties. This was about addition of integers. Now let's see the application of these properties for multiplication of integers. Consider this question. Before you start solving this, think about the order in which we should multiply them. We can multiply 25 with negative 17 or with negative 4. Which one can be computed easily? Obviously this one. We know that their product is negative 100. Moreover, it gets easier to multiply any number with 100. In this case, we can further solve the problem like this. And that's how the multiplication gets easier with application of mathematical properties. Look at this solution and try to understand how we applied commutative and associative properties to make multiplication easier. Would you like to know how the distributive property helps to make the multiplication easier? Look at this question. Usually, we would multiply it like this. This isn't incorrect, but can get tedious as the numbers get bigger. So, what can we do to make it simple? The answer is, we can write 12 as 10 plus 2 in the question. What will be the next step? We will now distribute the multiplication of number 25 over each of these integers inside the bracket. How did it make the calculations simpler? Observe these expressions carefully. We have to multiply 25 with 10 and 2 individually. Do we need to perform all these steps this time? Not really. It is easier to calculate both the products now. Adding these two products gives us the final answer as 300. Here's one example to understand the application of distributive property. So we saw how different properties of integers help us in making our calculations simpler.